Hello, Pisces. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Bonefire Tarot by Gabby Angus West. Supportive Oracle cards, Your Clairvoyant Oracle cards by Belinda Grace. There we go. Are they illustrated by anybody? Illustrations by Elaine Marzin. There we go. Let me get that a little closer. That way, if you want to find these people or see how they spell their stuff and whatever, find more stuff that they do, you can do that. I think I have this on backwards, oddly enough. We'll just fix that real quick. There we go. Alright, Pisces. What do we got for Pisces? I'm going to put those there for a second. Not that that's bad, but community effort might be coming in here. We got a lot of face down cards. What's up with that? Okay. Starting off with this situation, you got the King of Swords. You've put a lot of thought into this. Like, there's a lot of thought. Like, when I think of Pisces, and as I always say, I'm a Pisces too. There's a lot of, like, us thinking things through with a lot of possibilities sometimes, or just, like, imagining what could be can be very powerful. And it's going into this situation, it's kind of like trying to understand what's really happening and trying to, like, discern for yourself. What do I think is happening versus what is actually happening? It's kind of like I think this is happening and then thinking, is there a way for me to prove that that's actually how this is? I don't want to invest my time in something if it looks better than it is. Also, I don't want to move on from something or avoid something if it's not really as bad as I think it is. So it's kind of like an investigatory feeling here. But it's very, like, I feel like the energy is kind of a little bit more relaxed. Kind of like I don't feel like I have to get into it or not get into it. I just feel like I want to wait for more information to come my way. I might be more quiet and, like, researching online a little bit more information about what I really am dealing with, what people are really like. And as I'm doing this, this card, this is face down. This starts out first. This is how it comes in. This card's face down. And you got gratitude, but you also have the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is a lot of stress. But it's kind of like whatever you're looking at, there is a lot of stress in this. But there's also a lot of reward. And it's kind of boiling down to, like, how much is that reward worth it for you? It's kind of like if you want that beautiful home, but you're like, well, I'm going to have to do this and that, and I'm going to have to kind of deal with the distance, and I'm going to have to, like, put some more energy into, like, fixing this up and fixing that up. But when I get there, like, I really would like that house. I love that location. I love the view. I love the people in that area. I like how it looks. It's kind of like, I kind of do want that. And you kind of have to discern, like, let me look at the weather. Like, how does the weather go throughout the year? How does this happen usually? How are the taxes in that area? It's like you're going through, like, I kind of think I want this, but let me see if there's anything else that may go my way or go against me. So you're unearthing that there's a lot more stress here, but it's kind of like I think the stress is worth it. You make your decision. The Justice card comes in. And my first impression is kind of like you're looking at this like, if I pass this up, I have nobody to blame if I pass this up. I know I can do this. I know it's going to take a little extra work, but I really think this is worth it. And I feel like that's where your Justice card is coming in, kind of like you're owning it. Kind of like I'm not expecting an easy, cakewalk here. I'm not expecting that. But I'm also kind of like, I don't want to pass this up because, like, if I pass this up, this was my opportunity to get what I wanted. And I let it pass me by. And you're like, I don't think I want to do that. What are you deciding to do? The choice is there. Face down is like the choice. You're making the choice. I'm trying to understand what you're choosing. We gotta go a little farther ahead because there's a lot of face down cards. So it's like when there's a lot of face down cards for you, it's kind of like as it unfolds, you have to keep making your decisions. Somebody in the environment seems to be, it's almost like if you're not going to take it, they are. So I feel like this is something where you have to decide, like, it's either me or if I let it go, somebody else is going to get it. So I need to make a decision. If I really don't want it, somebody else does. Because I'm getting the personal transformation with the Five of Wands. Five of Wands is usually conflict, controversy. In this deck, it seems to be more about verbal communication for some reason, even though Wands are usually fire, and that's usually actually arguing face to face. But it could be more communication. Like there seems to be some type of challenge to the situation. If you don't take it, somebody else is going to take it. You're the one that gets to choose what you want, though. I think that like you're not getting anything over anybody. You're not taking anything from anybody. It's just kind of like you get first. It's like you have first dibs. You get to decide whether you want it or not. It's not like you're not taking anything from somebody else. It's just kind of like your turn is up and you get to decide on your turn what you'd really like to have. Kind of reminds me of like when people do those grab bag things and it's kind of like you choose a number and your number comes up first before somebody else, so you get to choose which box you want. One of those things. That's kind of how it feels for me. If you get this, they'll have something else. So you don't have to feel bad about somebody else not getting what they want. Something else will show up for them. That's fine. Leadership comes in with you and the Ascended Masters. I feel like you're taking this. I feel like it's taking you a minute to really make up your mind. But I feel like basically it's boiling down to that Justice card moment again. If I let this pass me by, it's my own fault. And I know that feeling. Like, again, I'm a Pisces myself. Kind of like I can't blame anybody else. Not that you really want to. But it's kind of like you don't want to be sitting here a year later going, if I had just chose that and put in the effort, I would be so much happier right now. You don't want to feel that. And you're like, you know what? No. Because I feel like, especially in the Pisces energy, and I'm one of those people, I'm a Pisces, you can look back and be like, yeah, I've let things pass me by before, and I've kicked myself in the butt for it. And I had no one to blame. No one to blame. Nobody pushed me. Nobody said I had to do anything. I just chose not to do it. I chose to move on from it. And I regretted it. And I feel like that's why you're choosing it. You're like, no, I've regretted letting things pass me by before. I don't want to let this pass me by. So you're going into it. You're like, all right, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I got the Chariot. I'm going to move forward. I'm going to choose this. I'm going to do what I want. I'm going to choose what I want. Now, the energy around you is telling me, I don't feel any animosity after you make your choice. Once you make your choice, I feel like things are fine. Nobody seems to be holding anything against you. I also see this other happiness card, kind of like whatever you're going into, there's more gifts waiting for you, because I feel like these are separate. This is talking about maybe the other person who wanted whatever you wanted. Like if you didn't take it, they were going to take it. Things are fine. There's no animosity. They don't blame you for choosing. Just the fact that you did choose, it kind of like, all right, then this isn't for me and I need to find something else. So they stopped waiting on for it. That's one. Happiness is other gifts are here waiting for you in this situation. More possibilities. It looked like a lot of stress, and it still probably is, but there's more help or more support coming in here than you were expecting. A lot of face-down cards here. The Moon with the Kuan Yin. When I feel Kuan Yin, I look up the reading in the book. It never stays in my head. I am definitely an intuitive reader. When I'm feeling this energy, it feels like there's energy here of support. Energy of people caring, energy of things coming forward. Like, if you need that extra boost of energy, like you might have more energy than usual, more resources coming your way. If you need like extra, maybe you're having some overtime at work that's helping you get some extra finances. Maybe there's something else where maybe you need extra time off and you need that to do the extra work around the house. Whatever it is, when I feel Kuan Yin, I'm like, the universe is basically saying, we're going to help you make this work. We're going to give you the resources. The Moon card too, for me anyway, it talks about the goddess blessings and wonderful blessings coming in. Things that you may not understand as they happen, but in the long run will work for you. There's a lot of like support, emotional support, like the universe is saying, you chose well. It seems like the universe is saying, you chose well. You chose to make the situation what you wanted it to. You didn't let this pass by. It really was meant for you, but you had to choose it. Now that you have, we are supporting you, and we're going to try to put everything in front of you that we can to help you make this happen. You still have to keep choosing. You still have to keep participating. But they're going to keep trying to put things in front of you to help this go better. To, like, you chose well. I'm getting that there is stress, but with the Seven of Wands, with the Ascended Masters, no, Meeting Angels. Was Ascended Masters? Oh, here's the Ascended Masters. I was over here. I'm getting it again. They're pushing, like, this is a good choice. Take this. You chose well. The Seven of Wands is like, it's a success card, but it's a success through challenges. There's challenges here that you can meet. It's kind of like, learning to run that race and overcoming those hurdles, being able to physically do it. It's just having to keep yourself up to par and keep yourself moving, keep yourself healthy, keep yourself athletically fit. It's kind of like that type of thing. This isn't like an athlete thing, I don't think, for most of you, but it's basically keeping up with the situation and keep doing what you need to do, and you will make it. Like, you will have that success. And the meeting angels is like, again, the universe saying, yes, you're choosing well. Just keep going, keep trying, keep putting that best foot forward. Take it day by day, take it moment by moment if you need to. We will help you make this happen. Just keep going. Keep doing it. I feel like your choice here is like, you can pass this up. You could pass this up if you want, but I'm getting, especially me as a Pisces myself, I'm like, don't pass it up. Don't pass it up. Choose it. This is what you want. This is something you need. Just the universe is saying, make the right choice. Choose to do this. We will help you make this happen. It's going to take effort, but this is going to make you really happy in the long run. It's worth it. Go. Do it. Do it. Like, do it. I think that's funny. All right, anything else? All right, I'm going to shut this down here. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.